Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, you know what? I sit here and try to figure out how these people protesting 7 days straight without going to work, without having to worry about bills, without stressing out, how I'm going to put food on the table for my family, man. And I'm thinking, I said, damn, I understand you might be fighting for a cause, but after a period of time, you got to make it make sense to me. The math is not mathing. How are you able to be out there like that? So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, there's something else going on. So I look at TikTok and I start realizing a lot of people are saying they're paying people $200 a day to get out there and cause anarchy, man. They telling them where bricks are at to do damage to buildings and every damn thing else. They getting them masks and shit. I'm like, why is everybody wearing masks? Okay, where are all these damn bricks coming from, right? I'm sitting here thinking, I said, damn, did they all stop at Home Depot or Lowe's? What's going on? So, fam, I'm sitting here thinking, there's somebody pushing a narrative here. They were asking some of the protesters, what are they fighting for? What are they looking to gain? Not one of them have an answer for it. Dude, because I think a lot of people out there are paid. During the Black Lives Matter movement, there were a lot of people getting paid damn near, I think, like $500, to like protest and stuff like that. During the LGBT movements, it was a lot of people getting paid to protest with them. Why? Because there's an agenda at hand. And we got to look at this, man. This shit seems un-American. You tearing up American shit for what? And you selling out your country to do this shit? Why? Man, money is money. But if you get caught, man, prison is a whole nother motherfucking thing. I'm looking at everything here, man. This is a whole lot of shit that nobody even looks at, man. This goes beyond just regular, man, I'm tired and, we doing this, because we want freedom. And, dude, I get it. But if you notice, a lot of people ain't rocking with this. A lot of people you think that would be out there marching with them ain't marching with them. They like, I don't got nothing to do with this. And a lot of people are like, look, I don't want to be bothered, because I don't want to crash out with any of that body. And I can respect that, because at the end of the day, when shit happens, when shit going on with you, how many people out there rocking with you? And this is what a lot of people are saying. It's like, nah, we good. We good. Bro. And I don't get it. If you've been here so long, you haven't even started the step to try to get, like your green card or any damn thing. You haven't started, the step to get legal citizenship or anything. A lot of people, like I said, you come here, you buy homes, you do all type of things. And this is the only country I know that you could just come in and buy a home and you really ain't got citizenship. Tell me that ain't some shit right there. Anywhere else, you cannot do that. They be looking at your ass like, what are you doing? But like I said, man, people think you could come here, do what you want, and not get any consequences. Man, those times are over. Man, these guys out here are not playing. And for people to be out there and ICE is out there, dude, you got to make it make sense for me. Dude, they're pushing bills almost through where they actually don't need due process anymore. This is why I'm saying you might want to sit down a little bit, because when shit crash out, it gets bad. Each time after one of these crazy ass marches, man, where people do all this damage and all this looting, laws pop up, businesses close, and guess what? We end up paying the price because people done fucked up so bad. Now everything done went up even higher. Now people looking at you like, oh man, no, that ain't right. But you know what? We have a right. You don't have a right to a damn thing. You don't have a right to tell up other people's shit. People out of jobs now. How do you feel? People all over TikTok saying they lost their job because motherfuckers done looted the stores and tore up the business and they ain't got no damn jobs. How they gonna put yourself in their shoes? Dude, everybody always talking about me. What about everybody else? You don't have a right to, cause people not to work anymore. What the hell was you thinking? They angry, they frustrated, they sticking it to the man. You sticking it to every damn body else who ain't did shit to you. Now people mad and looking at you funny. Man, come on. Man, hell no. You must be a Republican. He must be a Democrat. I'm neither one of them. Bruh, right is right. You fucking calls me my job, I'd be mad as hell too. Why you think they all taking a TikTok just, denouncing this shit now? Because they mad. People that you had as allies at first, now your enemies because of this shit. Dude, how long you thought people was on rock with you after you start fucking with they shit? Dude, I don't care if you go mess with Bill Gates' home and, all of that stuff, but you over here messing with other people's jobs, and you sitting here looking at it like it's a joke. Man, they breaking in nail salons and shit. I'm like, y'all crazy as hell. Over there and, I'm like, what? Y'all breaking in, shit, places where you get your hair done. They doing all type of shit, stealing ATMs and, man, come on, man. People looking like, I don't want nothing to do with that. That's too much. Y'all doing way too damn much. And, the justifications are, well, I'm hurting right now. I'm mad. That ain't what you do. You got a lot of paid-ass people in there dictating what you doing. If you're not being paid to do this and they being paid, you know how crazy that sounds? You know what you got to lose? You think this is a joke? Man, your citizenship, your freedom is at hand. It's at stake, man. I don't understand how do people want to crash out like that. Look, when you sit there and think about stuff and sitting here dealing with shit for years and you got to go through shit and you wonder why nobody want to touch any of that, man, it's crazy. Because I was wondering at one point in time during the Black Lives Matter movement, why there were so many white people? Why were there so many Hispanic people? Then come to find out a lot of these people were just paid. And a lot of them was paid immigrants. They were paid. And I'm like, damn. It's crazy as hell. I'm sitting here trying to think about it. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and disrespect migrants or immigrants or any damn thing else. I'm saying the thing that we should be doing right now is paying attention. Who's funding this shit? When you start looking at how long these damn protests been lasting and people been sitting there not working, that should have been the first red flag to any of y'all, that this is something else. This ain't what you think it's about. It never is. And you should be wondering what organization is actually funding this. Dude, make it make sense. What is your end goal? What are you trying to get? They were talking about a path to citizenship. There is a path to citizenship. It costs money. And I see people riding around with Cadillac Escalades and you not even a damn citizen. What are you doing? That money should have been used trying to get you to become a citizen. Dude, people around here playing. A lot of people think it won't happen to me. It won't happen to me. That's the other people. And like I told you, it happens to every damn body. It don't give a damn if it skipped you for a little while. It's going to come back and hit. Dude, and all the people who lost their jobs, man, they mad as hell, and they got every right to be mad as hell. They got every right to look at you and be like, man, you done costed me my job. Man, why you thinking people ain't rocking out with people no more? Why people looking at this and saying, your ass should stop? Now they trying to march every damn where else. Oh, man, like I tell you, you done poked the bear. They bringing tanks, artillery, and every damn thing else off of those damn trains and trucks, and people think it's like a joke. Oh man, we gonna fight the military. You ain't about to fight the military. Your ass about to be detained. You fit to see how fast they fit to start deporting people. Now they called President Obama, a lot of stuff, but he deported a lot of damn people, and people never knew that. But you know what? At the end of the day, man, there's only so much resources that goes around in this country. And people are steady saying, who's going to fund this? Who's going to fund that? Who's going to fund these people? Who's going to fund those people? You got to think about it. Who are going to fund these people? Because the very same people saying everybody has a right to due process and all of this stuff don't want to lift a finger of their own money or, even help with the situation. Like I said, everybody is for something until they got to pay for something. Dude, that ain't a lie. You hear so many people talking about shit, but when you start introducing they need to pay something, oh hell breaks loose. Because they like, I shouldn't have to give any damn thing. Man, welcome to America. A lot of people have seen the good side of America, who've been here, and now they protesting and going crazy. You're about to see the bad side of America that only a few have seen. And see, this shit is about to get real bad. And people think it's a joke. Oh, man, I ain't worried about it. Man, I could take it. I could take it. I could take it, fam. I could really take it. Man, I'm going to tell you something. When shit get bad, it gets bad, bro. It don't get all good like you think. Oh, man, it's going to level out again and we going to be okay. You see what I mean, man? That's how it works. No, it don't. Man, when shit happens, when it rains, it pours, bro, sometimes it don't stop. This is why I'm saying be very careful, because they closing those borders up hard. They starting to ask questions now. How long you gonna be here? Where you gonna be staying at? And they starting to ask questions now that they never asked when you came here. They starting to ask questions. Man, they securing the border, every damn thing. And it's crazy as hell. How all of this is working out, man. But till later, peace out.